Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start with we are going to continue exercise 14.1. Okay. Last class, we have discussed first and the second problem, where we have found the common factors of the given term. Then we have factorized the given expression, right? Now we are going to start from the third problem. It is also factorized. Okay. So, but here we have four terms. Okay. So, when it is two or three terms, you will do like this, like previous thing. You will find a common thing and you will take common value outside and you will write you will factorize and write it. But when it is like four terms, that too, you can see in all these four terms, there is no common value. Okay. In all these four terms, there is no single common values. Either these two are same or either these two are same. Like that only it looks like. So if that is the case, you should pair it up. See, this and this have x as common. This and this have 8 as common. Likewise, you should pair it. The pairing is very much important. So first I am going to take x square plus xy. Okay, in that x square, how we will separate? X into x. Xy, how we will separate? X into y. In that which is common? X. Correct? Appo x square plus xy will become x square, how we will write? X into x plus x into y. In that x is common. So I am taking x outside. So if I take x outside, what will be remaining? X plus y. So I got x into x plus y only for these two terms. Next this two. 8x plus 8y. So now 8x means 8 into x. 8y means 8 into y. 8 is common. Okay. So now 8x plus 8y is equal to 8 into x plus 8 into y. In that 8 common means x plus y. Now I have found for these two values. This value is found, this value is found. Now add both together. X square plus xy plus 8x plus 8y can be written as, instead of x square plus xy, what you will write? X into x plus y plus 8x plus 8y, what you will write? 8 into x plus y. See, if you pair like this two together only, you will get like this. So accordingly, you should pair it up. Okay. So in this, x plus y is common. In this term, x plus y is common. So I am taking x plus y outside. If I take x plus y outside, what is remaining? X plus what is remaining? 8. Here x is remaining, here 8 is remaining. Upper x plus 8. So x plus y into x plus 8 is the answer. Listen children, if you multiply this 2, you should get this value. So after finding this answer, you can multiply it and see x into x, x square, x into 8, 8x, plus y into x, yx, plus y into 8, 8y. So if you arrange everything together, you will get this answer. Then what answer you are getting here is correct. Okay, likewise you can correct your answers. Next, second problem. 15xy minus 6x plus 5y minus 2. Okay, now we are going to find some common values. Okay, so here if you take these two, x is common. These two, no values are common. So you should change the order. Accordingly, the common value should come. So if you take this and this, 5 is common, y is common. If you take this and this, 2 is common. 2 3s are 6, 2 1s are 2. So 2 is common. So you should take this 2 as one pair, this 2 as one pair. So how we will pair it up, children? The pairing is very much important. Okay. 15xy plus 5y minus 6x minus 2. So 15xy plus, I am just taking these two terms together, minus 6x minus 2. So here this 15xy plus 5y plus, sorry, I am taking minus outside. So minus in this 2 minus is common. About 6x plus 2. Okay, I am taking minus outside. So minus is common for these two terms. About 6x plus 2. Okay, now I am multiplying. I am taking only this. 15xy plus 5y will be written as 15xy is equal to 15. How you will write? 5 3s are 15 into x into y. 5y how you will write? 5 into y. In that 5 is common, y is common. Okay. Now 15xy plus 5y is equal to 15xy. How I written? 5 into 3 into x into y plus 5y. How I have written? 5 into y. In that which is common? 5 into y is common. Above 5y I am taking outside. If I take 5 and y, what is remaining? 3 into x, 3x plus 5y. If I take outside, 1. Yes? If I take one thing outside, it is 1. Now, this alone you take it. Minus you leave as such. 6x plus 2. I am taking 6x. 6 how you will write? 2 into 3 into x. 2 how you will write? 2. Okay. Now in this which is common? 2 is common. About 6x plus 2 is equal to 2 into 3 into x plus 2. So if I take 2 outside what is remaining? 3 into 1. 3 into x. 3x. If I take 2 outside, 1. So 3x plus 1. Now I am combining this term and this term. 15xy plus 5y. What is the answer? 5y into 3x plus 1. Appo 15xy plus 5y minus of 6x plus 2 is equal to 15xy plus 5y. What is the answer? 5y of 3x plus 1. Then here minus is there. So minus 2 into 3x plus 1. 2 into 3x plus 1. See, now we got 3x plus 1 together. So 3x plus 1, take it outside. So what will be remaining? 5y minus 2. 3x plus 1 into 5y minus 2 is the answer. Listen children, why I want to arrange like this means only then you will get 3x plus 1 term together at last. If you multiply these two, 3x plus 1 into 5y minus 2, you will get this answer. 15xy minus 6x plus 5y minus 2. This answer you will get it. Okay. Third problem is your homework. Okay. Third subdivision is your homework children. This is your fourth subdivision. Now our arrangements is very much important. Okay. See 15pq plus 15 plus 9q plus 25p. In that which you will take it outside, which we will arrange it together. See, arrangement is very important. See, if I take these two don't have any common thing. Did you understand? If I take these two don't have a common thing. 9q plus 25p. Is there anything common between these two? No. Only these two have common as 15. So what I am doing is I am taking this 15 p cube and what we'll take? Shall we take this or this? Anything, okay. But you shall have to arrange it properly. 15 pq, either you will arrange it with this or this, okay. 5 3s are 5 5s are, okay. See, if I take this 2 as common, see 15 pq plus 25p as one group. 15 pq plus 25p as one group plus 15 plus 9q as another group. Why? Because see, now this is one term, this is one group. Now 15 pq plus 25p is equal to in that what we are going to do? 15 pq is equal to 15. How we will write? 5 3s are 15 into p into q. 25p, how we will write? 5 5s are 25 into p. In this common 5 and p. Okay, so what will be the thing? 15 pq plus 25p is equal to, if I take 5p outside, wait, 15 pq, how they have written? 5 into 3 into p into q. plus 5 into 5 into p. So in this 5p, if I take outside, 5p into what is remaining? 3q is remaining, plus 5p if I take outside, what is remaining? Plus 5. So if I take 15pq plus 25p, 5p of 3q plus 5, you will get it. Next term, 15 plus 9q. 15 how you will write? 5 3s are 9q, 3 3s are 9 into q. In that 3 is common. Okay. Appo 15 plus 9q is equal to 15 how you will write? 5 3s are 15 plus 9q, 3 into q. In that 3 is common. So if 3 is common, what will be remaining? 5 plus 3q. See, here also 3q plus 5, here also 3q plus 5. So this can be written as 3 into 3q plus 5. Correct? A plus b, b plus a. Both are same only. Now combine these two. 15pq plus 25p plus 15 plus 9q is equal to 5p of 3q plus 5 plus 3 of 3q plus 5. See, only if you arrange these two together and this two together only, you will get like this at last. Up in this and this is same. Up 3q plus 5 of 5p plus 3. 3q plus 5 of 5p plus 3. So this is your final answer. If you multiply this 3q plus 5 of 5p plus 3, you will get this 15pq plus 15 plus 9q plus 25p. Understood? Next is your fifth problem. Z minus 7 plus 7xy minus xyz. So this is what the question. We have to pair it up now. Can we pair like this? This two? Yes, obviously you can pair like that. So listen, z minus 7. So z how you will write? Only z. 7 how you will write? Only 7. Is there any common thing in this? No. So z minus 7 can be written as z minus 7. No common thing. So 1 is common for both. If no common thing means 1 is a common factor which you will take it outside. So 1 I am taking outside. So z minus 7. 1 into z minus 7 is z minus 7 only. Okay. Next here. 7xy minus xyz. 7xy is equal to 7 into x into y. xyz is equal to x into y into z. X is common, y is common. Appo xyz minus xy is 7xy minus xyz is equal to 7 into x into y minus x into y into z. So in this, if you take xy common, x into y is xy. If I take xy outside, what is remaining? 7 minus z. 7 minus z. See, in this you have z minus 7. Here you have 7 minus z. So if I want z minus 7, what I should do? I should make minus outside. Minus xy of z minus 7. Listen children, why? If I bring this minus towards inside, z will become minus 7. Minus into minus plus 7. So I have taken a minus outside. Okay. Minus children, I have taken minus outside. So minus z will become plus z. Plus 7 has become minus 7. Now this two together. Now z minus 7 plus 7xy minus xyz is equal to z minus 7. What is the answer? 1 into z minus 7 plus 7xy minus xyz. What is the answer? Minus xy of z minus 7. Did you understand why I have arranged this z minus 7? Why I have taken minus outside? Because minus, if I take outside, minus will become plus, plus will become minus. Okay, now this two has come same. So I am taking z minus 7 outside. So what is remaining? 1 minus xy. Z minus 7 outside. So 1 minus xy is the final answer. If you multiply these two, you will get this term. Understood? Next is your factorization using identities. Do you remember the standard identities in the previous algebraic expressions, identities, that chapter was there, right? In that we have discussed this identities. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. A minus b the whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay. Next, a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So this identities, do you remember? Using these three identities, we are going to find the example number 4. What is the question? Factorize x square plus 8x plus 16. X square plus 8x plus 16 is the question. So, by seeing this question, we are supposed to find the what? We are supposed to find the factorization. Okay. So, what is the question? X square plus 8x plus 16, right? See, this type of answer, whether it is looks like this one or this one or this one, x square plus 8x plus 16, whether it looks like this value or this value or this one, it looks like this one because it consists of 3 terms. So obviously this consists of 2 terms only, so this will not come. Third identity will not come. Only first 2 identity we can consider it. In first 2 identity we have 3 terms, so obviously this also we have 3 terms. So in that we have every operators plus. Here we have minus and plus. So second identity, first identity, second identity, third identity. Second identity is not possible, so only first identity is possible. Okay, so x square plus 8x plus 16 is equal to, so how you can split this now? X square plus 16, how we will split it? 4 square. It should be like a square plus b square, children. X square, last one should be square. Upper 16 can be written as 4 square. Like that you should separate it. Okay, our thing, we should factorize according to the identities. So we should make as if like the identity. Ippo idu x square, so x square a square. B square means it should be some square. Upper 16 can be written as 4 square. 4 4s are 16. Now in between term 2ab, upper 2 will come obviously. What is a here? X. B here 4. Upper 4 2s are 80x will come. See children, 2 is already there, so I am writing 2. A is what here? A value is what? X. B value is what here? 4. Upper x into 4. 4 2s are 8 x. You got this, right? Upper here from this we can say that a square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to x square plus 2x into 4 plus 4 square. Correct? X square, a square, a square, x square, 2, 2, a, x, correct, x only now, b, 4, b square, 4 square, above here, a is what, x, b is what, 4. So, obviously, if the equation is, if the question is like this, my answer should be like this, correct? So, a plus b the whole square. So, a plus b the whole square is equal to a is what, x plus 4 the whole square. So, this is what the answer. Okay. See, question is in this format, children. So, answer should be a plus b the whole square. Upper x plus 4 the whole square. A I have found. B I have found the answer. So, a plus b means x plus 4 the whole square. Next, example number 5. Factorize 4y square minus 12y plus 9. So, this also we have 3 terms. So, third identity is not possible. Only first and second identity we can use. Okay. See here, minus plus. So, second identity only it is possible. What is second identity actually, children? A square minus 2ab plus b square is equal to a minus b the whole square. Ippo, a square, it should be like a square means we should convert it. 4y square, how we will write 4y square in terms of a square? 4a square can be written as 4y square can be written as 2y the whole square. 4y square can be written as 2y the whole square because 2y the whole square nothing but 2y into 2y, correct? 2 2s are 4, y into y square. So, you are getting this right. So, 4y square can be written as 2y the whole square. 9 also you should write in terms of square. 9 can be written as 3 square. Appo, in this, how we will separate it? A square minus 2ab plus b square can be written as 4y square can be written as 2y the whole square minus last plus 9, how you will write it? 3 the whole square. Now in between term 2ab, right? 2 will come. So what is remaining after taking 2 outside? 2ab. A is 2y. B is 3. 2y b. Ipo 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. You are getting this right? So here a is 2y. B is 3. Appo a minus b the whole square means a is 2y minus 3 the whole square. So this is your factorized form. So by seeing this itself, you should check what is the identity. இப்போ 4y the whole square is there. So I am converting that as 2y the whole square. Because 2y the whole square means 2y into 2y. 2 2s are 4, y into y square. You are getting this one. Appo instead of this you can write 2y the whole square. 9 you can write 3 square. So this term I am writing like this. 9 I am writing as if like a square. Now comes the in between term 2ab. A is 2y, b is 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. You are getting it. Y you are getting. So completely got this equation can be written like this. Appa a value got, b value got. A minus b the whole square, 2y minus 3 the whole square. You got right. Next is your example number 6. Factorize 49p square minus 36. Here how many terms you have, children? You have only 2 terms. 2 terms if it is there, what identity you will use, children? Third identity. What is the identity? A square minus b square. Appo a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Here what is this? 49p square. I should write in terms of a square. 49p square can be written as 7p the whole square. Because 7p the whole square nothing but 7p into 7p. 7 7s are 49. P into p square. You are getting 49p square. Appo 49p square can be written as 7p the whole square. 36 how you will write? 6 square. Because 6 6 are 36. Appo 7 instead of this value I am writing 7p the whole square minus 6 the whole square. 7p the whole square minus 6 the whole square. Ipo a square minus b square. A square minus b square. Appo a plus b into a minus b. Correct? A is what? 7p plus 6 into 7p minus 6. So this is your required factorization form. Okay. So in today's class we have discussed exercise 14.1 for third problem. In that I have given third subdivision as your homework, children, and we have discussed about how to factorize the identity using identities. I hope you all understood. Thank you.